to be alone. Between city lights, we don't have to hide. I wanna go, do you wanna follow?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Katie. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. I have a daughter named Kylie and a son named Liam, and I'm currently pregnant with baby number 3 due October of this year. And I live in Las Vegas, Nevada with my husband, Travis. So this video is in collaboration with Krista, a friend here that I met on YouTube. She is a mom of 2 as well. She's got 2 little girls and she is currently pregnant with her baby number 3. We both decided that we wanted to do 5 baby boy names and 5 baby girl names that we love and may or may not be using. So this video is in collab with her. After you watch mine, I'd love for you to head on over to hers. I will put her channel link in my description box and you can go ahead and go watch hers and subscribe to her channel as well. She is a super down-to-earth, real-life mom. That's why I like her so much. I love her videos. I'm already hooked on them and we just have a lot in common. So we both decided we would do this video together. So if you want to hear about the 5 baby names for boy, 5 baby names for girl that I love and may or not be using, then just keep on watching. Before we get started, I did want to mention that these names are not super unique names. I don't usually go for very different unique names. They're just names that I simply loved for a long time. Some of them I was planning on naming my other 2 before I picked their names. My daughter's name, by the way, is Kylie and my son's name is Liam. So they're super simple, kind of common names as well. So these names kind of fit into that category. I wanted their names to kind of flow together and go well together. And just because they're not super unique doesn't mean they're not cute. I think personally that they're very cute and sweet. And hopefully you can get some ideas from these names. We definitely have names that we really love, but we're not 100% sure yet. But the front runners that we do have, I'm not going to be posting yet. We have to still decide. But let's get right on into the names. I'm gonna start with baby girl names. So the first name that I love, and I have loved it for a while now, is Hayden. Hayden, of course, when I first think of Hayden for a girl, I think of Hayden Panettiere. Travis does not like it. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with the name Hayden, but I personally love it. I actually pictured, this is kind of how I do my baby names. I picture looking down at a baby girl and saying the name Hayden or whatever name I'm thinking of, and I just think it sounds so sweet. Hayden, I kind of looked it up online. A lot of people were saying it's way more common as a boy name, but I personally like names that could be boy names for a girl and vice versa, the kind of the unisex names. A lot of people were saying don't name your little girl Hayden, she'll be made fun of, and I just think that's crazy. I think it sounds so sweet, and I honestly think it sounds very girly, but I do think it could be a boy as well, and I just love the name. I'm still gonna work on Travis for this one. I really do love it. The second name that I like is Elle. Now Elle is really simple, but I don't hear it very often. I've heard a lot of Ellas more recently, and I actually was going to name my second Ella if it was a girl, but Liam was a boy, of course. I love the name, of course, after watching the new Cinderella movie that came out in, was it 2014? Yeah, it was 2015. And her name was Ella before it was Cinderella. But now that I've heard it more and more commonly, I'm not too fond of Ella, but I do think Ella's super cute. Of course, it makes me think of Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. And I just think it's super pretty and feminine, but like I said, very simple and sweet. The third name is a name that I also love for a girl that I had my eye on for years now, and it's very common, very simple, and actually very old-fashioned. But I've always loved it, and I actually have a great-grandmother that had this name, and I just think it's so cute, and it's Emma. Everyone knows Emma very well, but there's actually an Emma in Kylie's class right now, and I just think it's so sweet. You can't get more girly than Emma. And Emma Grace is actually a name I loved for a really long time. I'm not sure I love Grace so much with the name. I would probably now pick a different middle name to maybe sound a little more modern. But Emma, I still think is such a sweet name. And like I said, goes with the flow. Kylie, Liam, and Emma. I just think it's so cute. Another name I really like for a girl is Cora. Now this one is not like one of my very, very tops, but I do like it. I've had a really hard time actually liking a lot of girl names. A lot of the like longer, unique girl names I just do not like. I tried looking on so many sites, looking on so many videos, and there were just a lot of names that just were not for me. But Cora kind of stuck out. Kylie, Cora, shorter, and just girly, and I really like it. I feel like I know a Cora, or I've heard it on TV somewhere. I cannot pinpoint where I heard it, but I do actually really like it. I try to go with our last name as well to see how it flows. Our last name is actually Ouellette. I know my last name on here is Meslowski, but my new married last name is Ouellette. So I have Kylie Ouellette, Liam Ouellette, Cora Ouellette. Oh, I think it sounds pretty. It really is pretty. I actually really like it.
Daddy's Ouellette too.
And Daddy's Ouellette, of course.
And you.
Kylie's in here playing in her room while I'm filming this video. So you might hear her or see her throughout, but she wanted to help. She's got her very own opinion on our baby names. She's been a big help, haven't you? So I have two more names that I really like. This fourth one is a unisex name, or more of a boy name actually, but I like it for a girl. It's Ryan. I think Ryan for a girl is so cute. I really do like names that are meant for boys, but they use them for girls. My best friend's name is Jordan, and I just love her as Jordan. I like Logan for a girl, but I really like Ryan. We don't so much love Ryan for a boy because it is super common, but Ryan for a girl is definitely more uncommon and super sweet in my opinion. Last one that I really like is BRYNN. I used to watch the show called Dance Moms. I'm sure you've heard of it before. I used to love that show. There was a little girl named BRYNN on it, and then I kind of saw it on a few sites, BRYNN, and I just think it sounds like the sweetest girl name. Do you like the name BRYNN?
No.
No.
I like BRYNN.
Usually aren't many B names that I really like, but BRYNN is like one of the only ones that I kind of did lean towards. So yes, BRYNN is another one that I really think is cute. A little bonus name I just have to add in there. I know we were going with 5, but Molly I think is so sweet too. I don't think I would actually use Molly. I don't think I would actually go with Molly because it is a little bit old school, and I don't know. I do think it's super cute. I actually really like it for a pet, and maybe I like it for a pet more than a daughter, but I think Molly's a cute name too. Okay, so now that we have the girl names out of the way, let's get started on baby boy names. The first name on my list is Colton. Now, I know Colton now is kind of popular. Ever since The Bachelor, the last season, I feel like everyone's been hearing the name Colton, but I actually had my heart set on this name for a very long time, for years actually. My very first best friend in life was named Colton. I was about 3 or 4, and my mom started babysitting him and his brother Sean, and we were very best friends. We went to school together. We did everything together. And I just always thought that name was so cute. And I always said I was going to name one of my sons, if I had any, Colton. And some people say it, I actually said it Colton, but I always said it Colton growing up. I don't know if that's a Jersey thing in me or not, but some people, you could say either way, I guess. But he's actually, I wish I kept in touch with him. He's actually married now. He was in the military, but I just have always loved that name for a boy. The second name on my list is Landon. I don't hear Landon often at all. I think of Landon and I think of A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore. I'm sure you've seen it. The main character, his name was Landon, and I just have always liked that name. I do like a lot of L boy names, I feel like. I also really like Logan. Travis was super against Logan. I don't know why, but Logan has always been a unisex name actually that I've liked for boy and girl. I feel like Logan could be also super cute for a girl, but I do like it for a boy. But Landon I think is a super cute and pretty unique name. I really don't hear it very often at all. The next name that I really like is Christian. Now I know this name is super common and not very unique or new, but it's just always been a boy name that I've liked for years and years. I just think it's a very handsome, nice name. And once again, Travis isn't a huge fan of this name, but I've just always liked this name. I noticed a lot of C names also I like for boy. I like Christian, I like Cole, and this will bring me to my next two. One of them is Colin. I've always liked the name Colin. I had a little boy in my class when I worked for the YMCA in my preschool class, and he had this blonde curly hair, and his name was Colin, and he was just such a sweet, cute boy. So that always sticks in my head when I think of the name Colin. I also don't hear it too much, which is a good thing. Nowadays, I feel like there's so many boy names that you just hear over and over and over again, but Colin is one that I don't hear too much, and I also think it's a good name. I think it's one of those names that sounds really cute for a little boy, but also I could picture it as an adult as well. Because you know, there's some names that sound super cute for a baby or a little boy, but you can't really picture it as an adult name, or vice versa. Like, you hear an adult name, but then you can't picture that being a baby name, which is pretty funny. So I think Colin is just one of those nice classic names. The last name on my list is a different name. I heard this from a YouTuber. I will link her channel down below because I even told her in the comments that I will probably be putting this in my baby names video because I just think it's so cute and different. And it goes with my little theme I have going on of the short and simple sweet names, and that is Cohen. Now, I like this spelled C-O-H-E-N. I actually also saw it on my pregnancy app. I used the Pregnancy Plus app, and I saw it on that list. There's like a huge list of baby names on that app, by the way. If you ever need just like a quick list of baby names instead of going to Google, Pregnancy app has tons and tons of boy names and girl names. Cohen was on there, and I really like it. I think it's a cool combination of Owen and Cole, or Owen and something else. Owen was originally on one of my lists, but I've grown to not like it so much. But Cohen, I think, is so cute and different, and it goes so well with Kylie and Cohen. I really, really like it. This is one that I might have to work on Travis a little bit more, but as of now, he thinks it's awful. So, you know, we have our own opinions. I personally think it's so sweet and cute. Let me know if you like it too. I personally don't know any Cohens at all, but I love the name. Honestly, as far as boy names, I really couldn't find that many that I really loved. I love these 5 or 6. I probably gave you a couple more. But a lot of boy names I just hear so much, and if they're not super common, they're just like too far-fetched for me. These ones I think are just perfect for kind of the theme of names I have going in my family. I want to kind of throw a couple more out there just for fun names that I've heard around. These aren't names that I love or will be using, but they're just names that I hear. Actually, my daughter's preschool class, there's like 4 boys with really different names, which I think is awesome, all in one class. So she has a Bodhi, which is B-O-D-H-I, so it's spelled that way, and it's super cute. It's kind of like Brody, which I like, but it's Bodhi. Then she has a Keaton, which you don't hear too much. She has a Beckham, which I think is a cute name, and a Ruggs, R-U-G-G-S, which is so different, and I just think that's really neat. Those are all the little ones in her preschool class. But that is it for my 5 baby girl names and 5 baby boy names that we love and may or may not be using. I hope you enjoyed them. You may not love all of them like I do, but hopefully I gave you maybe 1 or 2 suggestions if you needed some. I personally love watching these videos. I get some amazing ideas. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you along as part of our little journey with our growing family. And go head on over to Krista's page, watch her video. I'm gonna head on over there now and watch her video too. I can't wait to see what names she came up with, and make sure you subscribe to her as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Do you wanna follow? I can't understand why we can't hold hands, but they don't know what we have is real love. Aren't you